Obviously disappointed. I think we knew that College of Idaho was going to be a decent team, with the number of kind of transfers that they brought in and, having a year of practice before kind of playing this game. Very dissimilar to kind of how we started our program. And so, but at the same time, guys will see what we were year one and kind of try and, well, that's how College of Idaho is going to come in. And, even with as bad as we played, we had chances to win the football game. And, you go back to last year and we had chances to win football games that we should have won and didn't. So that's clearly an item that we've got to address, something that we've got to figure out a way to win games at the end and have the confidence to go out and win those games at the end. And, I think through and through our inexperience showed today in a ton of ways. On special teams, offensively, defensively, you could tell that there were some deer in the headlights, across the board in some places, and unfortunately we ended up losing because of some of those mistakes and some of those things. So I still think we have a chance to be a very, very good football team. We got talent. It is going back and putting the finishing touches on the talent that we have, and that only comes with experience. And I'm tremendously disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in the coaching staff. I'm disappointed in the players that we didn't perform better today. We should have performed better. I thought we had a great camp. I thought we were in a very good position to come out and succeed today. Unfortunately, having had zero film of what they were going to do really affected us more, I think, than we thought it would defensively, in terms of schematically being able to stop them. Physically, it wasn't really the issue. It was more of a schematic. Okay, we haven't seen this. We got to fix that. Kind of trying to adapt on the sideline. But at the end of the day, no excuses. We should have won the football game.
Yeah, can you take us through the end of the game a little bit? And I think normally, especially during Moses too, when it comes down to kicking, it's like, okay, that's obviously you guys have a good shot at any point, and obviously you didn't kick that last attempt, but kind of take us through that a little bit. I'm guessing it was maybe a little bit of surprise to have potential 7 points there and not then not get any of them maybe.
Absolutely. There were multiple times we were down there and didn't come away with points. So we took our shot in the end zone on 3rd down, to go for the win, didn't, and I think we did a very good job managing the clock and giving us a chance to win the game without leaving time on the clock for College of Idaho to answer. And Moses, unfortunately, got hurt, and we had to have a freshman run out there, and the block wasn't his fault, and the block PAT wasn't his fault. We make the PAT and we're in overtime instead of losing the game. We make that field goal, we win the game. You play a read type offense like that, you have to have all 11 doing what they're supposed to do, because everybody has got a role to play. And if one guy does wrong, they pull it and the quarterback takes off and runs. So, up front, with a whole slew of first-time guys out there, that showed through. And so we are a team-oriented defense. The way we play, the way that we prepare is we're going to put that guy in that hole and he's got to make that play, or he has to be in that hole, or we're in deep trouble in some of those longer runs where the guy's not in the spot they were supposed to be. And so, that inexperience, and as the game starts going, you don't get to stop and walk through it and fix it,
You're right.
And without having had the capability to truly practice it all week, that young guys need reps. Young guys need to see it so they understand it and can process it. And so it made their offense pretty difficult for us. And, at the end of the day, we still put ourselves in that position to win the game.
And Warner's first starting performance this season, I thought he played pretty well. Just kind of assess Warner's performance from your point of view.
I think he played okay. There were a couple times that, some bad decisions, some missed decisions, things that you're going to get with first-time play caller. And so no matter how much you practice, how confident you are going in, your first start as a college quarterback, you're going to have some nerves. You're going to, we threw that play action down the field, and Warner's got a big arm, and he overthrew Jake by quite a ways. Early in the game, we had marked that play for something for us to, put points on the board, and he kind of let his nervous energy get the best of him, and he hucked it far. So, but Warner's going to be a very, very good quarterback. You can tell that. You can see that. He's got physical tools, and just got to continue to build his confidence level so that we can have success.
And heading into an off week, well, not off week, a bye week, I should say. How do you guys bounce back from a loss like this? I mean, what does next week's practices entail?
Won't know that until I sit down and watch the film.
Okay.
You walk off the field, and it's no different than you guys watching the game. There's things that you think you see, and things that you think have occurred. That until you sit down and actually watch the film and grade the film and find out where those major issues were, major mistakes were, whether those are schematic mistakes or physical mistakes that guys on the field are making, we'll figure that piece out. We got two weeks to regroup. Dubuque's a very, very good football team, and we've got to travel to Iowa, so a lot of work to get going and a lot to do. But like I said, I think we have a fairly talented football team. Now we're going to put the pieces together and move forward with it.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I'm kind of in a similar vein because obviously I know you're sitting here like, piecing down like what different things that you wish would have gone differently. But I know it's also the first time you've seen a lot of these guys obviously in live action against not yourselves for the first time. So what did you like out there? Maybe what surprises you pleasantly?
That's a good question. When you're in game like that, you're not necessarily seeing that piece of it, and you're trying to manage the game. You're trying to figure out what adjustments to make, those kind of things. So, from watching certain guys or not watching certain guys, you kind of miss that part. We've got a lot of young dudes playing. There's no doubt about it. And I think, on one hand, it's disappointing that the young guys had some issues, but at the same time, we got young guys that are getting meaningful reps right now that bode pretty well for the future too.
Yeah, it's turned out pretty well before, so.
And hopefully they can get through the film and see where they made their mistakes and what they need to do to get better, and use this as a motivation versus something that knocks them down.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.